shot97.com, drill rap 24/7. It's lit. Hey, this is the Star Report, Tuesday evening. I'm your host, Star, okay? Got two topics for you this evening. Let me jump out the window right now and say I think that more than 50% of the teachers in schools today set poor examples and they're bad role models. I didn't always feel that way. But times have changed, people have changed, technology has changed, and I pride myself on being able to change and adapt. You know this already. This is the objective perspective. Now, I don't know what the percentage is, but, we're going to talk about the brawl, the beat down of a teacher beating on a student, took the girl's phone. Your phone is your lifeline now. Give me the phone and put me out of the classroom, but you're going to take my phone and act as if, I can't have it when you say so? Whoa. Okay, according to studies, kindergarten through 12th grade schools in America are less safer than ever, okay? Mass shooting rates are rising, we know this, and so are teacher-student sexual relationships. Now, sadly, a lot of us males and men, we snicker when we see a teacher involved with an underage male. Some of us even say, yo, I wish I had teachers like that when I was coming up. That's the wrong thing to say because the students see our comments, they hear us laughing, joking. And let me just say early, never mind the fact that my mother was a teacher back in the 70s, your grandmother, your uncle, your brother, your aunt. They had a standard of decency. A standard of decency. They had dress codes. Now you've got teachers like the one who, in the video that I'm talking about, down in North Carolina, Xavier Steele. Ass all over the place. A big badunkadunk, as we used to call it, huh? A big doodle maker. And there's some of the videos that are on social media, they had to blur out her ass. Good evening, how you guys doing? I'm jumping out the window. You better tell me something because I'm going in on teachers tonight, all right? And I think that the children, the young people are confused. How are you going to teach me morals, ethics, and values, and you've got an OnlyFans account? And I can go into your OnlyFans account with some type of, prepaid credit card, and I can see you finger popping yourself. Miss Williams, Mr. David, he's hugged up with his boyfriend. They're out smoking a blunt. I don't give a fuck. I used to think that it was all on the students. I feel different now. I'm even willing to say maybe 55, I don't know, about 60% of the teachers today set poor examples. That's my show tonight. Phones are open right now. Right now. Also, I had to calm down. The reason why I started this show late is because there's a video in my community section. Some of you have seen this. Jose Garcia broke a bottle. Oh my God. Star, stop your shit. Jose Garcia, I guess he's from the BX. He's been arrested, or he's got 11 priors. He broke a bottle over a female police officer's head, and there's different angles, and you can, when he hits her, whacks her, boom, you hear the pop. She gets to scrambling like 2 eggs on Sunday morning. She hauls ass. Are you guys up to speed? Oh my God. Now she's got the blicky. Why didn't she turn around, and say, freeze, don't move? Oh my goodness. I want your thoughts, NYPD officer smacked in head with bottle. Now this happened in the Bronx, in case you don't know. Hold on a second, that's my showrunner. Yeah, Jose Garcia, 45 years of age. He didn't give a goddamn. Troll babies. For those of you who saw the video, he walked. She was standing there with another cop. He just walked up and boom. We just spoke about America yesterday having a culture crisis. You can't blame drill rap. You can't blame the Bloods, the Crips, or whoever, the Latin Kings, unless he's an old Latin king. I don't know. Is he Puerto Rican, Dominican? Okay. So that's what we're talking about tonight, but I want to focus on the teachers. And someone sent me a video earlier. Thank you. I did not write the information down. To the grandfather, whoever you are, sir, you were talking to a teacher, some type of Caucasian teacher, about she put a dress on his grandson. Sir, you're a better man than me. I would have yoked her up. I would have yoked her up, and you know, she's responding to him. He filmed it, by the way. He's filming her, and she's got that real condescending, cynical demeanor. He kept his cool, but this is what we're dealing with now. Or what you're dealing with. I don't even have biological kids. I feel for those of you. For those of you, you send your kids to school and you've got, substitute teachers down there in North Carolina like Xavier Steele. Ass all over the place. Why would she wear something like that to school? Hold on a second. Anybody know who I'm talking about? This happened in, to be precise, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Rocky Mount. And also, I'm not sure when this is, but they've got a legislation, a new bill that they're trying to get enforced. HB 534. H as in Harold, B as in boy, 534, currently working its way through the legislature. Could possibly classify certain assaults as felonies for repeat offenders, those who, put hands and feet on teachers. I feel different now. And I'm man enough to say, back in the days was back in the days. If I'm in the 7th or 8th grade and you're telling me not to do something, or you're showing me some type of work based on a curriculum, I question it. You tell me no. You give me a passing grade, but not a good grade. I mean, I did the goddamn work. Then I go on your Instagram page and I see you doing the exact opposite of what you were telling me. Wouldn't that be confusing? Lex Barber, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Now, she mopped the floor with the other student, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. And I didn't post that video in my community section. But her name is Xavier Steele, huh? Dressed like she was going to be in a goddamn Lizzo video. A skimpy ass. That wasn't even a goddamn miniskirt. What do you call that stuff now? What do you call that little flimsy dress? Oh, you guys want to talk about Jonathan Majors tonight? Okay. You told me I was wrong. Let me write that down. I told you they were going to sit his dumb ass down. You said, nah. He's got the role. The Marvel MCU, ain't nothing happening, big nigga. Okay. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I see you. Sophisticated ignorance. I got your donation. Can we please hurry and allow teachers to carry? That teacher was, defenseless against that little savage LOL. I disagree, sir. I disagree. I'm not too sure about that now. Giving a teacher a firearm. I don't know. In my mind, the teacher should have told this young female, and you can see the student pops off on her. You're taunting me with my phone. Give me my phone and put me out of the classroom. This is my lifeline. I'm young. This is how my parents contact me, whoever. I need this in case, you know, Bobby or Brad comes through the goddamn door, you know, blasting an AR-15. I need my phone. Give me my phone, put me out, suspend me, I'll go. But don't take my phone and punk me. Let's go to area code 860. Early. Good evening. We're talking about the North Carolina teacher brawling with the student. Are you up to speed? 860.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was real. I'm in Connecticut. I work for the schools. And these teachers are ratchet, man. I'm telling you.
Don't say, you know, exactly which school, but what grade? Are you a teacher? Are you a counselor? Give us a little more, because I want to be educated. Come on.
I work for maintenance. I do maintenance. I go around to the different schools and I just do like work orders. I fix up.
Okay.
But like, we politic and stuff. I talk to the teachers now and again because I've been a familiar face. I've been working for 10 years.
Okay.
But it's like, but it's like, it's real ghetto. And where I live, I'm not gonna say the town, but it's a decent town. It's not like it's too bad, but it's a decent town. But just, man, it's crazy, and it seems like the curriculums are changing, and there's just like no rules and no. I just feel like there's no more morals or anything. It's weird.
I'm not asking you to agree with me, but are you a father? Let's start there. Are you a father? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
My kids actually, I live in another town, so they actually don't go here. But what's to say it's not the same? Mm-hmm. You know?
Can I ask how old your kids are?
I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Okay. Are you okay with transgender adults? Hang on. Coming in the classroom without you being informed and doing a striptease on your child.
Come on, man. Nah, no way. I mean, is that even like, are they really doing that? Is that like really a thing? Or I saw the thing that you had mentioned the other day, like a weird like drag queen thing with the, I don't know what that's about. I don't know where they're doing that at, but no, I mean,
sir, they're doing that
in
the classroom, sir. Listen, I don't just shoot from the hip here. I do research, and they're doing gyrating on minors in classrooms. This is a big thing. Transgenders. You're not up to speed. Come on.
No, like what is that? What is the point of that? What is that supposed to be showing these children? I don't understand what the whole point of that is.
I'm not a parent, sir.
Why are they doing that?
I can't help you, but I know what's going on in different states. It's
insane.
I suggest you check. But hang on a second. So you're in maintenance for a decade, you said, in another county or something like that. So you're saying those kids that you work around are ghetto. You find none of those teachers to be just a little too, the way they dress, a little too risque? Some of the things
very.
Okay, come on.
Very, very. They dress very scandalous, and you hear the little chitter chattering like, oh, I can't believe they let her wear this, or she's got some nerve that she wears this, but nobody really says anything. Everybody does. Most of them do it. Everybody talks about each other. Everybody talks about each other. Obviously, it's like that everywhere. Yeah. But there's no not discipline, but they don't say anything to them. They don't say anything to them. So obviously they're gonna monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Let me ask you one last question. I appreciate the call. You have any boys or a boy and girl? What you didn't specify?
I got one boy, I have one boy, one girl. Yes, sir.
Okay. And hypothetically speaking, if a teacher in her early 20s makes a pass at your preteen, would you laugh at it, or would you, try and take the right course of action? Keep it real.
No, honestly, the type of person that I am today, I would take the right course of action on it, because I do not think that's not acceptable by any means necessary. But I have thought in the past of the same thing like you said in the beginning of the show. Oh, where were those teachers when I was coming up? Or you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. I had thought like that, but honestly, no. Now that my kids are getting older and stuff, I feel the opposite. You have to stay strong. You have to keep your morals and values in check, especially when you're raising your children, because in today's society, it's non-existent anymore.
Okay.
It's crazy.
I appreciate the call, sir. Keep an eye on those
Yes, sir.
transgender things that they do with the kids in the classroom, the striptease thing. Keep an eye on that. Seriously.
It's sick, man. It's sick.
Okay.
It's sick.
Thank you. Yeah. What do they call that? Some type of drag thing they're doing with the kids? That's pedophilia. It's not a joke. Seabreeze, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Showing love from Turks and Caicos. Okay. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. I'm going in on teachers tonight. I'm disgusted. And I think it was last week, the New York Post, not that I go to the Post for real crucial information, but they had a story that nationwide 6 teachers under 30 were arrested for sexual misconduct with boys under 17. You guys see that story? Maybe I'll pull it shortly, but we've got a problem. We've got a problem. Misery Loves Company got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Some teachers need to get turned up. Lucky the student didn't pull out and do the Lord's work. We gave a really good objective breakdown of the 6-year-old who shot that teacher, Newport News, Virginia. No one wishes harm on a teacher like that, a gunshot. But we were exploring different theories and possibilities as to why that child, who, by the way, is black. Some of you, oh, no, he's a white kid. No, his mother, is it Deja? I forget her last name. 6-year-old's black. Maybe the teacher tried to put a dress on him. And he said, no, that's not what I want to do. Stop it. What's her name? Miss Abby? Stop, Miss Abby. Stop painting my fingernails. I don't like that. Okay, you won't stop? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I got something for that ass. I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Abby. I'll cut the short. Hey, 404, good evening. Are you up to speed on the topics? NYPD officer smacked in the head with a bottle. 404. Yes, no? Come on.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, what's good, Star?
Hey, man. Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the NYPD thing. I just want to talk about this teacher in what was it, North Carolina?
Yeah, did you see the video? Not that you had to, but just take my word for it. She ass all out. She had a big Lizzo ass. On top of the girl. Go ahead.
That ass was glistening, man. I had to replay that about 6 times, man. But what I want to say, I just want to understand, why does that teacher have a thong on in school? Right. Like, why did you come to school with a short skirt and a thong? I've never seen that in my life. Like,
Sir, that was not a short skirt. That was some type of negligee, my nigga. I was
No, you right.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
But like, what was she trying? She was just trying to attract some young boys or something. Like, what? Why are you at school like that? Like, you trying to attract the principal, or you trying to get with the principal? Like, that just blew me away. But what I want to say is, why was that little girl even behind the desk? See, when I was coming up, we didn't even go behind the teacher's desk. We didn't even approach the teacher's desk unless we was called to the teacher's desk. So people trying to justify the little girl, I don't care if the teacher took her phone or not. You don't walk behind the teacher's desk. So I'm with the teacher on this one. What about you?
I'm on the side of that baby who got grounded and pounded. Give her phone, kick her out of the classroom. But don't start all that tussling. You dress like some type of Jezebel, different color extensions. She looked trifling. We used to call that type dish rag whores back in the days. I look like a dish rag whore. Are you a father? Are you a father, sir? Your father?
No, I'm not a father. I'm gonna have to We gonna have to disagree. We gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
And that's
Hey,
fine. I appreciate you disagreeing. I'll give you the last word. The subjective perspective. Come on, get the last word.
It got to be a dress code in these schools. We can't have teachers coming in with dongs and freaking G strings in classroom. I don't understand it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
Shout
man.
out to the show.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay. Give me my phone, Miss Steele. Yeah, she went behind the desk. I don't see you as no figure of moral authority. You dress like an old hoochie mama. You dress like them bitches at Freaknik back in '94. The fuck? Get my phone. That two-piece, your goofy ass. Amen. I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Mammy went from cashiers to teachers. End is near. We have to be honest with ourselves. Over the decades, I have spoken about, you have spoken about, we have agreed that teachers are underpaid, but that does not give them the right to go get OnlyFans pages. P-popping up on the gram, huh? Dipping it low on other platforms. Cover yourself. Filthy serpent, you. Area code 201. Tuesday evening, the teacher beat up on a baby in North Carolina. Are you up to speed? 201.
Yes, I'm up to speed. How you doing, sir?
I had a shit day, but who cares? Where do you want to start, sir? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, it's crazy. I was watching that, and when I was watching it, this is what I was thinking. The young girl didn't have any respect for authority, so she was a young mammy in the making.
Okay.
And the older woman, she could be anywhere from her late 20s to 30s, but she's a mammy. It's like, how are you going to fight a kid? You have to be able to know, I'm not fighting a kid. Now, I'm not going to let you hit me. I'm going to hold you down, and I'm going to keep you from hitting me. But I'm not going to fight you. Crazy. And then I just seen the
Stay with me, sir, because what you're saying sounds hot, but in reality, the teacher, she did pound that young mammy, as you say. She pounded her out, yeah?
I saw it. It was crazy. I saw her ass in the air. I'm not going to lie. I was looking at it.
Keep it real, sir. You looked at the beating and you said, yo, I'd still smash, right? I'd still smash.
I did.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you come to work like that? But
Sir,
I'm not mad.
Sir, might you be part of the problem? Just because the ass is protruding, a baby's being beat on, and here you are admitting that you said, yo, I'd still smash. And then the kids, they see you saying stuff like that. They hear this type of commentary. You don't take it serious. So the babies have to defend themselves against, older Jezebels of sorts. I'll say alleged Jezebel. I don't really know this chick, Xavier Steele, but go ahead.
Okay, so first I'll start with if am I part of the problem? No, I'm not part of the problem.
Okay.
I'm going to, keep it real. I'm going to tell you that, yes, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the ass. But also I have the knowledge to know not to do something like that. Like, they don't even know that I'm a smash. This is between, me, the troll babies. But if I'm a teacher in the school, I'm not going to tell everybody, yo, you see that? I'd hit that. No. I'm going to be like, what's wrong with you? Get her out of here.
Okay.
And then what was the other thing you said? I'm sorry. I want to make sure.
The female officer in the BX, she got her wig split by Jose Garcia. He didn't give no fucks. Hit her with the ball.
Crazy.
I gotta stop. I gotta pull it together. He hit her with the bottle. Then he grabbed another cop. They're brawling, and she ran. You saw that video or no? It's in my community section.
No, I did. I seen it. What I was looking at was she knew something was off because she turned back and seen. You know how you look around, you could throw somebody walking on you. She knew somebody was walking on her. She turned her head back, and then the dude smacked her. When I seen it, the first thing I thought was the dude doesn't seem right. He looks like something's wrong. Something's wrong with him. He smacked her in the head, and he went straight to the other cop, like swinging on him. And then I seen her. She got up out of there fast. She was like, "Wait, what?" Got up out of there, and they did.
He's about that life, sir. That's what that's called. He's about that life. But thank you for your call. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Jose Garcia. I don't condone what he did, but listen, this is the objective perspective. She didn't see it coming. She didn't know what was going on. She glanced back, and she talking to the next cop about something, whatever. And then Jose just whacked her. Pow! Troll babies, do you think... Stop your shit, Star. Do you think that she thought she was shot? Did she think she was shot? I mean, the way that bottle broke, boom! Do you think that's why she ran? Oh, shit, am I shot? Is she pussy? Is she a pussy cop with a blammer? Oh, God. Can we do a thorough breakdown on this? I got time tonight. I'm sipping some, what is this, Black Box Merlot? Anybody ever drink Black Box? What is this? Is that cop pussy? The bitch tried to get gone. Oh, my God. Here's a question for you. If that were in the South, do you think that cop, the female cop, would have ran? I don't think so. Them Southern mammies is with the shits. That black Southern cop would have turned around and said, "The fuck? Pow, pow, pow." Mr. Lottery got your donation. Nick's getting beat like the student. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Is this Hennessy? Hennessy, send the cash app. Nigga, stop bullshitting. Send the cash app, nigga. Tony got your donation. Imagine if the teacher had a gun. Well, sir, if the teacher had a gun, she would have been gun butting or pistol whipping the girl. Either way, I'm saying the teacher should have given her her phone. That's her property. Here you go. Take your phone and leave. That's where I'm at tonight. I'm not giving these teachers no... Matter of fact, you know what? 70%. Earlier I said what? What did I say? 50% or 60%? 70% of the teachers today set bad examples. That's my thinking. Let's go to area code 917. Good evening. We're talking about the pussy cop in the BX. Got her skull split. Are you up to speed? 917.
I am definitely up to speed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely up to speed. You know what this is? This is the no cash bail situation. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but
yeah.
You know, this has a lot to do with a lot of the mental health guys that were used to go on the island, and that was their mental health. All these mental health that's in the street now, these are coming from the island, how they used to house them, and you know that's how they covered up mental health and they kept it a secret. They kind of let them loose, and you know. That's what you do on the island. You pop on the police, you get your respect. You know what I mean? He had the right tune. He said, "Yo, I need a bed. I need 3 hots and a cot. Bing bong, send me back."
I'm listening. Have you ever been to Rikers Island? You're talking about the mental observation unit.
No. So you can get by at Rikers Island just by, you know, commit a petty crime and then you know, you have a place to stay for 4 months.
You said mental health. You put that on the table. So I was just, trying to get the conversation going. How do you know this man had mental health issues? Maybe he's just, just a nigga about that action,
Definitely not. I grew up in the system, foster homes, group homes, juvenile detentions, corrections, so this is a telltale sign of somebody that, has mental health issues, but also has I really don't give a fuck, I'm ready to go. And wherever it's coming.
Sir, you're going to watch the F-bomb if you haven't sent in a donation. Watch the F-bomb. Come on.
I apologize, Star.
Yeah. Are you a doctor of sorts, sir? Are you a psychologist?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, then you don't know what that guy is. You've given no prognosis. We don't care where you grew up. You don't know if that man had mental issues or not. Right now, he whacked her over the head with the bottle, and she ran. She was pussy. Speak to that.
No, he definitely had mental health issues. I looked it up before I spoke about it. You know, I did look into the video, and I went on, behavior characteristics and, being in the system. You definitely pay attention to, body language. So, you could tell what kind of
tell us about
situation it kind of met.
If you did the research, tell us. Jose Garcia, 45 years of age. He had 11 priors. Anything related to mental health? If you know that.
Most of them are mental health.
Okay.
Most of them are mental health.
Okay. So he whacked her with the bottle, pow, and she ran.
Yeah, she's just doing her escape, man. She's just on the beat, man. She's just trying. She probably might have been close to retirement. I'm talking shit now. I don't know.
Let's get him out. He can't stop using the profanity. I let you get an F-bomb off. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. YouTube.com/@845-inch network. That's DJ Dooyah. Check him out. Tell him I sent you. Okay. Hold on a second. Who just sent you the donation? You are appreciated. Todd, I got your donation. Exactly. Don't confiscate nobody's damn phone. If a rule was broken, call the administration, put the pressure on them. I really think that teacher just, she made the situation worse. And I don't like the way she was dressed at all. I've seen too many teachers like her. Matter of fact, what was it? Must have been like 5 or 6 months ago, if that. There was some psychologist. Remember, she was putting men's business out there, and meanwhile she's twerking. Wasn't that on TikTok? Not trifling broad. And she got fired, whatever her name was, just all that ass twerking. Get out of here with all of that. Let's go to area code 504. Good evening. A couple of topics on the table. Are you up to speed? Teacher down in North Carolina beating up on a baby.
What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I was watching the video while I was at work earlier today.
Okay.
My wife a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't agree. I don't agree with the whole no cell phone rule. You know what I mean? Because this is not the first time a teacher got into a scuffle with a kid over a cell phone. And it's like all of them got one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so like if Johnny went up on my wife about a cell phone, I'm gonna light Johnny up.
Okay.
Like, so you know what I'm saying? But it's a rule that they got to enforce. So the teachers got to do what they got to do. But it's a stupid rule, man. Ever since I was in school, it's just a stupid rule.
Okay. Can we talk about that teacher's attire? Did you see that ass protruding, thong all up in the ass cheek? Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, it's more to the story. I think the teacher came to school. You know what I'm saying? She probably was digging one of the little boys or something, and the girl probably was texting the dude, and that's why she went so hard over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more to the story. Like, why you go so hard over a phone if all
right.
And so, like,
he don't like you. Give me my phone. So what? Me and him be texting. You in here with your big ass. He don't want you.
She probably tried to hit up one of them 16-year-olds, man. It's sad. Like you said, the New York Post has had the article about the 6 teachers and, with the sexual conduct.
You bring up a very good point, sir. I've got a couple of sources here that say, according to studies, kindergarten through grade 12 schools in America are less safer now. Mass shooting rates rising, and teachers, students, sexual relationships.
Yeah, like it's. One thing I will say about that, like I said, my wife's a teacher, but like it's a teacher shortage. Like especially after COVID, like people don't want to teach kids no more, And it's one of them jobs where COVID kind of revealed what it was for So like they really schools really just hiring anything. Like that dude from Connecticut that's a janitor in Connecticut. Like watch him. Like it's.
Now, hang on a second. I want to ask you a question. And no disrespect. What are the grades or the ages of the students that your wife teaches?
Oh, she teaches elementary. My wife's a little old woman. Like I said, I would hate to have to go to high school. Yeah, she teaches elementary school.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah,
there's no little boys. There's no little boys in the third grade trying to contact her on social media. They're not texting her, nothing like that, right?
No, I would Leonidas kick a third grader if they tried to hit my wife up by the phone or try to get into her phone. Now it's if she teach small kids and like she just she never brought it up. Like I wouldn't let her go to like a high school. I'm not saying it like that.
Back in 2009, I was dating a white girl teacher. I'm not going to say where exactly, but she bought a high school boy some Timberlands.
Oh no, she was nah.
I said, so what are you doing? She said, oh no, his mother ain't there for him. I said, so you're buying him Timberlands. No. I said, what line don't you cross? I got rid of that bitch. But go ahead and finish up, man. Go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were gonna pick me. Thought I've been watching your show for a long time. I appreciate that. I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay.
You too.
This white girl bought a nigga some Timberlands. So let me cut this short right here with this bitch. Doing too much. Hold on a second. Gemstar got your donation. Star, will 50 Cent reach out and give Jonathan Majors a role as a low-level drug dealer in the Power universe? So, yeah, I don't have the notes in front of me. Anybody want to call in and chop it up? Jonathan Majors has been dropped by his agent. I read that earlier. Thank you, Gemstar. I don't wish nothing bad upon the guy, but, he's accused of choking his, I guess, ex-girlfriend now. I'm not sure. Let me Google this real quick. Jonathan Majors and Management Entertainment 360 part ways. Actor facing domestic violence allegations in New York City. So now, here's what I'm not sure because I haven't kept up with this. She recanted her story, but did the DA's office pursue it? I don't know how that works in New York. I mean, I've given stories like that over the years, but I don't keep that information readily available. Yeah, this came out yesterday. Thank you, Gemstar, for the donation. Talent manager was arrested. Okay, New York City. I did watch Creed 3. In case you guys didn't hear me say that, I thought it was all right. He's a good actor. No ifs, ands, or buts. But now, I was just asking, I don't know if his upcoming role in the MCU universe, let's see if I get that right, is in jeopardy. The MCU. What is he supposed to play? Oh, whoa! Okay, so there's back and forth stories here. Screen Rant says Marvel isn't having conversations about replacing Jonathan Majors following arrest, okay? Another source says it's a rumor. FandomWire.com says Jonathan Majors rumored to be replaced by Black Mirror actor as Marvel, desperate to save face to avoid. Wow, okay, this is pretty intense. I'm not at speed, guys. I'll just say call in if you like, if you want to talk about it, okay? Wait a minute. Houston, where are you, big nigga? Houston sent in a donation. Okay, so you want to get the banner thing rolling and popping. Okay, hold on. Is Houston on the line? What is his area code? Houston, is that you? Houston.
My nigga, what's poppin'?
My nigga, listen, Houston, I got your email. I want new callers tonight, with all due respect. You and I'll send you an email. I got your cash app, thank you, and I got your banner.
Okay, no, appreciate doing business with you. But
okay.
I just wanted to chime in real quick about...
well, Houston, no, with all due respect,
girl,
I want new callers tonight, respectfully.
Okay, okay, bet.
I'll talk to you soon.
Salute.
Thank you. I like talking to new people. That's my guy. But, just I want new callers tonight. Okay, so he sent me a banner. Hold on a second. The banner needs work. Hold on a second. Let me send this to... Good evening, 901. We're talking about the police officer in the BX hitting the head with the bottle and she ran, or the teacher in North Carolina, brawling.
Oh, yeah. I had sent in the donation saying, imagine if the teacher had a gun.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Where do you want to start? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that because, after all the school shootings, they be like, they want teachers to have guns, and just imagine if that teacher had a gun fighting a student like that.
Well, that's a hypothetical.
I think that would have been.
But that's a hypothetical. I mean, I'll entertain it because you did send it a donation. We don't know what would have happened, but I'm saying the teacher was wrong. Give her phone and put her out, number one. Number two, I don't like the way the teacher was dressed, and I'm jumping out the window and saying that a lot of these teachers are dressing very loose these days. They're on OnlyFans, and they've got all sorts of platforms, and we're seeing a very low-grade type of teacher. Go ahead.
Exactly, and there was a lot of teachers going viral for the way they was dressing.
Yeah.
And I feel like they competing with the students for like the other, like the kids' attention and stuff like that. Man. They just doing too much.
Are you a father?
Yeah, I'm a father.
Mm-hmm. Don't agree with me. I'm not a father. I'm just fed up. I'm fed up. I'm tired of hearing stories about, female teachers having sex with underage boys, and people laugh about it. They laugh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They laugh about it. I don't think a teacher, especially a woman, should be coming to school presenting like you can see all the curves, you can see the cleavage. I think they should cover up more. That's all I really wanted to say.
Well, stay with me. How many children do you have, sir? And how old are they? Respectfully, how old are and how many?
I'm 40.
Okay. And your children, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Say that again?
How old are your children, if you don't mind telling us?
Oh, 20. My son's in college playing basketball.
Okay. Congratulations. But now, when he was younger, since, you put a hypothetical on the table earlier, when he was younger, and let's just say somebody came into his classroom at maybe, 8 or 9 years of age, a transgender, and tried to sit on his lap. Would that be okay with you?
Oh, no. I went to the school for less than that. So if a transgender did that to my son, it would have been a problem. I'd have been to prison before. I heard your show the other day, and it made me better. It made me more patient. But something like that, a teacher abusing their power, I would do something.
Yeah. I appreciate the donation, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your call.
All right.
Yes,
have
sir.
a good night.
Okay, have a good night. Folks, if you're just now joining the show, I'm jumping out the window and I'm saying more than half of these teachers today ain't about nothing. To hell with my mother, who was a teacher back in the 70s. That's that old shit. Teachers back in the 80s and the 90s, they had a standard of decency. A standard of decency. Even if they wore the same clothes, twice a week. It wasn't, just the big ass breasts protruding. I'm sure there were incidents where, teachers had relationships with young people, but it wasn't so in our faces now. It's in our faces. On the screen right now, www.songsthatwork.info. Okay. And Steve the Dean Williams, are you out there, sir? I'd love to get you on the line tonight. Yeah, it's been a while. He's a sponsor. This may be a topic for him. Or Easy Blade Shaving Products. Okay. Let's go to area code 718. And then I'm coming to PayPal donations. Good evening, 718. We're talking about the brawl over the cell phone in North Carolina. Are you up to speed? 718.
Hi, good evening.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Star. How are you?
Hey.
I just want to make a comment about the cop, the female cop.
Come on, yeah.
She just wasn't ready. Her tactics were terrible. I know from experience that you cannot have your back against anyone. You're leaning on a wall, lead on the wall. Look everywhere, right. To the left, to the right, in front of you. Yeah. I mean, it could have been really worse. From what I understand, I heard that she probably I spoke to a few friends that are still on the job. She lost her sight for like she's not really doing well.
Condolences, you know. Are you Are you law enforcement or retired? Who'll be speaking to?
I'm retired. Okay. Retired a while ago already.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many years on the job?
I did 16 and a half.
Oh, wow. Is this Miss Ruth?
No. I spoke to you like several months ago.
Oh, okay. Miss Ruth is one of our callers.
No.
She's very informative, and she's retired law enforcement. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm a stupid nigga, you know. But he hit her with the bottle.
Yeah, it was hard. He hit her hard,
and it was pow. Do you think she thought she was shot, and that's why she ran?
You know, I hear all the jokes, how the wig came off, and it was just a lot of things that I heard. And
no, but come on.
It's not funny, but...
No, it's not funny. Do you think that she thought, because of the impact and the sound, pow, she thought she was shot, and that's why she ran? Listen, people can talk that hot shit, but you know when the goddamn slugs get to ripping, you know, everybody acts different. Do you think she thought she was shot, and that's why she ran? She ran.
Yes. I believe she thought something was pretty worse because you saw her looking at her hand to see if she had blood. I mean, a lot of people are talking smack about her because she didn't go protect her partner and she didn't fight.
She left her partner.
They're saying a lot. She left the partner. She ran away. And I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's ever going to work with that girl.
Well, we hope she
has an X on her back.
Yeah, we hope she's okay, but
she's gonna be okay, but she's gonna have to stay inside because nobody's gonna work with her on the street no more.
On some stupid shit, when I saw that video, do you know what I said?
What?
BX, stand up.
The BX is brutal. They're just like, they let everybody out.
Oh, my God. And I'm ashamed of that. But the nigga Jose, he didn't give a fuck whether he has mental issues or not. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
Listen, when it comes to Brooklyn and the Bronx,
BX,
they know those are the two boroughs that are popping. They're just popping.
I would say BX.
It's brutal.
I would say BX over Brooklyn. A couple of years ago, there was some guys in a bodega, and one guy was shooting a guy on the floor of the bodega, and he didn't put his drink down. He was sipping his drink and kept shooting the guy. Remember that?
Yes.
I'm silly. Pardon me. I hope that's not a friend of yours. I'm stupid. Anyway, I appreciate the call.
No. I don't have no.
Anything you want to say about the teacher beating up on that baby?
Oh my God, I feel so bad for that teacher. She's gonna get fired. She's never gonna get a job in teaching.
I hope she gets sued.
My thing is this: is your job really worth the phone? I would have just given her the phone. I'm not gonna fight no kid. That's it. I mean, when I went to school, I was scared of my teacher. My teacher used to hit us. If we were out of line. I used to get hit by a teacher. And when I complained to my mother used to say, well, don't disrespect the teacher. I just chewed gum. We had like little rules in the class. You couldn't chew gum, and when she caught us with gum, she would hit us with a ruler and put the gum on our nose. Stuff like that. But it's not worth it. It's not worth losing your job.
I can respect what you're saying, but let's talk about the way she was dressed. I mean, what's that about? Is that the norm now? Do they have like casual work Mondays? I mean, that bothered me.
I agree with you on that. I think teachers should this is your kids are looking at them. They're teaching. They should be respectful, dress respectful.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have any morals these days. You're not the friend of the student. You're teaching. You are the teacher. You're there to teach them and have respect for them, which they have to respect you also.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I'm old school. I cannot fathom my daughter like disrespecting a teacher.
Yeah.
Can't.
I thank you for your call. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay. Oh, fuck nigga Star. I saw that video and I said, BX, stand up. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. She thought she got clapped. That's New York slang. Clapped for getting shot, in case you don't know. Earl, I got your donation. No wonder why she ran. She went blind. Hey man, shit is real in the field, as they used to say. Do they still say that, kids? Yo, shit is real in the field. Dante tapping in from Norwalk, Connecticut. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for your support. Kobe Joe, the teacher was getting ran through in the janitor's closet on lunch. Easy access. Allegedly. Fuck. Guys, on the screen, easybladeshavingproducts.com. It's one of my sponsors. You know this already, okay? Tell them I sent you. And I'm still waiting on a package from one of my other sponsors. I went to the shipping center today. I did not see it. And for those of you other potential sponsors, I do live reads, and I hold up your products, during the show, just so you know if you're considering advertising with the show. And you can also go into the community section. We show you all of the behind the scenes, the stats and everything. Hold on a second. You can get yourself a marketing deck that has the analytics. We give you full breakdowns, the different target demos, the different regions, audience retention, core audience. Okay, there's the email address if you want to advertise, all right? Okay, hold on a second. Erica got your donation. Maybe the cop is related to Dame Dash, and the assailant is related to Keith Murray. Let's go to area code 919. Good evening. We're having a serious conversation about the teacher in North Carolina pummeled that young girl over the cell phone. Are you up to speed? 919.
Yeah, hi. How you doing, Star? Good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. I'm not quite up to speed, but I've just been listening to your show so far about the teacher. I just been listening to your comments. I just wanted to throw some of my thoughts out there and let you be a sounding board.
Okay. Have you seen the video though, sir? That's important. Have you seen the video?
No, actually, I have not seen the video. So
can I put you on hold? Hang on a second. Can I put you on hold? And I'll bring you right back in. Are you a father? Are you a father?
I'm not a father, but I'm a principal.
Okay, you know what? Come on and talk. You're a principal. You don't have to say where, but what age group? Go ahead.
So I'm a high school principal.
Okay.
And I could tell you countless stories of situations like this. And you're right. I heard your comments about the teachers. I would give you some pushback on that.
Go ahead.
This is one of the things I would say is, I'm sure you would agree. You get what you pay for. And, education is really, you just spoke of your mom. Both my parents are educators too.
Okay.
I think the professionalism has gone, but you're really not paying teachers anything, and so I think the thing that was the cover got ripped off during COVID, and we realized what school's really important to Americans for is basically babysitting services, and people aren't really putting the money. And I will say this, and I'll land my plane, but education is the only profession that you have. You would never go to a hospital that had a board of directors that had a mortician, McDonald's a worker. My point is, school boards are run by people who have no training in education, and so it's a political piece, and so that really needs to be something that's looked at. And then finally.
Well, now, hang on a second. Stay with me. Don't rush. I appreciate the call, the knowledge, and the information. I'm not a father, so I may be jumping a little too far out the window. But giving these types of stories over the decades, and I can even think about a documentary from 1993 called "I Am a Promise: The Children of Stanton Elementary School." You ever heard of that? I Am a Promise?
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay.
I'm not familiar, no.
A beautiful documentary focused in Philadelphia. And you're absolutely right. You get what you pay for. But, I can't just overlook these teachers that are trying to, even if they're trying to supplement their income, being on OnlyFans and these other platforms where these young boys see you, the young girls see you, and then in their minds they say, well, why should I listen to you? If you're doing all this low-grade behavior, why should I listen to you? I'm with you more hours of the day than I'm with my own parents.
Star,
come
I'm
on.
with you. I get that point, but this is what I'll tell you. So it's hard for me. I hire teachers every day.
Okay.
It's hard for me to actually get teachers because schools of education, whatever state you're in, schools of education who train teachers, people don't want to go into those fields anymore.
Right.
They're picking schools, they're picking STEM fields, and so what I have to choose from is really waned from years past. It used to be an honor to be a teacher,
right?
And so now, I have people who are coming out of other fields who failed in other professions, and everybody thinks that they can be a teacher. And we need bodies at this point. I'm happy. I have teachers right now. I have a calculus teacher that lost their job this year for something, and so. It's going to take me a very long time to fill a specific math position like a calculus position. And so my point is, what's available out here is you're seeing that by actions like that in class, because that's all I have to choose from. And so I just wanted to put that out there.
Well, hang on.
Really,
please don't go. Let me just say one more thing.
Sure.
LeBron James and Diddy. Two guys that I know of who put their money where their mouths are. They have charter schools, or they're involved in charter schools in some way, shape, or form. I don't know the interdealings of that, but I salute them. And do you think that there should be more of a push from, and I'll even say black entertainers, to invest in charter schools or something that, gives more hope, for what the kids are looking at? You give the teachers more money. Give them as much as police officers make. But those charter schools, what's the difference in that and a public school, please?
So glad to speak on the charter schools. Charter schools, I think they have really strong potential.
Okay.
But what charter schools do, it's almost like cherry picking, and so it gives. You talk about vouchers and school vouchers.
Right.
People are able to use those, and they want to be able to use their tax dollars that they pay to public schools to be able to take that money and give to charter schools, and that's a great idea. But you're looking at the larger groups. So individual kids, charter schools would be really great for. But what happens is, charter schools, let's say if Star wanted to start the Star Academy for kids, you're going to have a criteria for kids that you want in your school. You're going to want a type of. You're not going to just let all of the kids come, because you have kids in schools who have all different types of things, IEPs, they have behavioral issues. And so what happens is charter schools, for the good that they can do is fine, but they also have the ability to be able to cherry pick and select kids that they want to allow into their school. So you can have a black school that would allow elite or really good students in, or students with non-behavioral issues. But those kids who had those problems would be left in the public schools. And again, you would get a lot of pushback for the backlash for leaving a group of kids behind. And again, I think the charter schools are good for kids who can afford it, and parents that can put those kids in those situations. But the poor kids, in the ghetto.
So let me ask you one more question. I don't want to hold you up too long. You say you are an active principal. You don't have to say which state, but how many years have you been a principal and in the field of education?
So I've been in education since '99, and I've been an administrator since 2010.
Nice. According to studies, teacher-student sexual relationships are on the rise. Any reason for this? Any way that this can be dealt with? I don't have biological kids. I try not to laugh at stuff like that. I think some of those female teachers that prey on those younger males can do damage to them. Your thoughts?
So I would say this about things that are going on in school, and you can be very specific, like the topic and the sex between teachers and students. Right. That is something that exists everywhere. Yeah. But I will say this, and it gets back to my original point. When you had teachers who had gone through teacher education programs, I'll tell you this: many of the teachers now, let's say a typical high school, 2,000, 3,000 kids, they probably have about 200 teachers. Of that 200 some odd teachers in that school, I would dare say 75% of them, or let's say 60% of them, had not even been through an education program, meaning they didn't go to college to be a teacher. And so I'm sort of like a coach, and I sort of put a ragtag team of folks that have degrees and potential. Sometimes teachers get hired and they don't even have they may just have a bachelor's degree and have no idea about what they're teaching. I hired 2 teachers like that this year. But yes, the sex in the and let me just say this about the sex in the classroom.
Go ahead.
The dress codes and things of that nature. So teachers really can't. Teachers can't really say anything because we get pushback on the number of students that we suspend. And so all parents say, well, we want teachers and principals to make students be accountable and things of that nature in the school, but they really only mean that for all of the other kids except their kid. Meaning they don't want their kid to have to follow the rule, i.e. if they come out of dress code and I have to give a consequence, they don't really think, they say, oh, you're going to suspend my kid because he's wearing his hat, or you're going to suspend my kid because he's wearing his pants sagging.
Yeah, but
they don't want to do that. That gets into the problem.
I'm more so talking about the teachers. The kids are going to be kids. Kids are stylish, they're creative, they're innovative. I didn't like the way that teacher, Xavier Steele, if that's how you say her name, I don't like the way she's dressed. On top of that, girl, ass all over the place. I said, whoa.
I will tell you. Let me tell you, Star. I'm a man. Let me just say that I'm a teacher, but I'm an educator, but I'm also a man. I'm conscious of the women in my building, but I will tell you, just as with the students, I have to be very careful with how I speak to teachers. One, because I'm a man. I'll say I'm a black man, and two, I'm very leery of speaking to women about what they're wearing at work, and because that could be a whole thing. That's one thing. But then two, if I do speak to women about such a subject like that, I'm fearful that will put the teacher off. Listen, Star, these teachers will leave. They will say, to help you and your job.
Got you.
And so again, that's been part of the erosion as well. But
sounds like a broken system, and we can't fix it in just one show.
Exactly.
But thank you for calling, sir, and the education. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Star. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. All right. A principal called in. Great conversation. 302, sit tight. You're up next. 302, sit tight. Guys on the screen, check out Steve the Dean Williams, the Man Mindset Show on YouTube. He gets it in. You guys know that Steve has called in on multiple occasions on this show. Also, www.blackbodyworks.com. Are you guys out there? Do you want to call in? Black Body Works. Okay, that's one of my sponsors. They've returned. Okay, Andre says Marvel isn't having conversations about replacing Jonathan Majors. Okay, well, listen, multiple sources say different. I don't know. I don't know enough about that MCU world. I'm just going by people kicking up dust. What you've just sent me, hold on a second, Andre. When did this come out? Published 1 day ago. Okay, there's stories that came out today that say different. Keep me posted. I appreciate the information, okay? Drew Who teachers today reflect the low pay that they get. Can we let that be the cause? Or the sticking point? I don't make enough, so yeah, I'm wearing this thong. I got on this halter top, and I don't give a fuck. Deal with it. Ryan, I got your donation. Okay. I spoke to him earlier. Okay. And okay, I don't know what this is. I'll get back to whoever you are later. Sam Crook. Oh, put a poll in the classroom. Salary and tips. Oh, that's got to be the hardest donation tonight. Put a poll in the classroom. Let the little niggas tip the teacher. 302, that's Skylar Saunders. 302, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Skylar, you're getting that work in the community section, yes?
I am getting that super work, and I'm getting super views.
Nice.
I'm getting more views than I've had ever.
Nice.
It's unprecedented, and I thank you, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Your new video will be posted tomorrow afternoon. Let the one that we've got now, let it pick up some traction.
Can I ask you, do you have it? I sent the link. Did you get it?
I got your emails. I got all your emails. Yes, I got it right now. Hold on a second. It says.
Okay.
Well, hang on.
So I don't know if I have to.
Hang on. Okay. What you sent me is an unlisted link.
Yes.
Okay. Put it on.
It's not. It's a private video.
Put it on public. Put it on public.
So put it public and then send it to you?
Yeah, well, just put it public and let them go to your page, and tomorrow I'll post and you'll get that traction. But make it public, man. You got to get those subscribers up, okay?
Okay. So I'll do that right after I get off the phone.
Okay. Now listen, I got to ask you a question.
Because
I got to ask you a question. They're asking me with all due respect, what's going on with your eyebrows?
Yes,
they're asking me.
My eyebrows are thick as hell.
Okay.
I haven't got them threaded. I've never had a wax job.
Okay.
They're all natural since birth.
Just
asking.
And
they're thick as hell. They've always been like that. I got it from my father and my grandmother.
Okay.
They had thick eyebrows. My grandmother had great grandmother had thick eyebrows.
All right. Can I put this link in the live chat right now? The unlisted link?
Absolutely. If you put in www.youtube.com,
it's in there. I'm putting it right now.
Saunders.
I'm putting it in there right now. The trolls are coming.
SKYSAUNDERS.
They're coming. They're coming. All right, listen, man. I got to get some other callers.
And I'm so thankful for the hatred.
Okay.
The hatred is beautiful because this is what it really gets on my nerves. And you and I are probably one of the only people that understand what hatred truly does. It motivates. It clarifies.
Okay.
I've been getting messages saying how, well, I like this part of your video, but you need to work on this such and such and such. That's what is hate.
Okay.
That's beautiful hatred.
Skylar, I hate to cut you short. I want to take a break. They're coming. I just posted the link. Put that video on public, and we'll talk later.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Skylar Saunders tapping in. Oh, they're coming. Got his new picture right there. I'm going to take a break, come right back. Maybe I'll get a cup of coffee and slow down this goddamn giggling. That police officer didn't deserve that up in the BX. Sheesh. Jose Garcia, huh? He was arrested. Broke the bottle over her head. Star Report back in the building. Tuesday evening. We're having a good discussion here, folks. Top story. A teacher out of North Carolina. Rocky Mount High School, to be precise, beat up on that baby over a cell phone. I hope that girl sues the teacher, sues the faculty, the administration, and everybody else. Sue the kids in the classroom. Y'all ain't help me. Y'all let her beat on me. Y'all supposed to be my friends. Little nigga sitting there filming. Substitute teacher, she hollering, get a teacher, get a teacher. Dre at Grave Shift got your donation via PayPal. Thank you so much. Disney has stated that they are not considering replacing Jonathan Majors at this time. He has already filmed all of his scenes for season 2 of Loki. Okay, if you say so. I don't know. RC from the 315. Boss Hog, salute. In your community section, Skylar Saunders looks like a virgin. And Jason Horries, that mammy cop got her lace front knocked off. Salute. No, she didn't get it knocked off, but she, She hauled ass. She hauled ass, Area code 704. Good evening. Talking about the teacher fighting the student in North Carolina. Are you up to speed? 704. Yes, no, maybe. Gotta go. Can't wait for too much longer. 704.
You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yo, what up? What up, Scott? Yo, listen, yeah, man. I wanted to talk about the teacher getting into the fight with the student.
Okay. You saw the video, yes?
Yeah, I seen it. Like, I just stumbled across it on some, like, random shit. I'm like,
sir, you've got to watch the language or I have to drop your call.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, Jesus.
But as you know, like, I'm over here in Charlotte right now.
Okay.
So I'm like, dang, like, I seen the video. I ain't know where it was at. You feel me? Until you said that. I'm like, that's crazy. So, yeah, I guess it's just another case of she must have been a substitute teacher. You feel me? Like,
she was substitute.
She was
yes.
definitely a substitute teacher.
Substitute. Mm-hmm. Are you a parent, sir? Are you a parent?
No, I ain't no parent. No, I'm just reminiscing about the times I missed with my substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, if I would have known when they was coming through looking like that they was gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old?
How old am I?
Yes, sir.
I'm 27.
Okay. So you're a young man. You don't have to see it my way, but we are having a rational discussion and just entertain this for a second. The younger generation, they see these women dressed, and there's a lot of them that dress like that. You have these news anchors with the high heels and the very tight dresses, and even though they claim they claim men are reckless eyeballing them and so on and so forth, and then on top of that we have males or men such as yourself, and you openly say, "Yo, but I'd smash." Yeah, where were the teachers like that when I was coming up? Any rational thought that
they was around? No, they was around. They was definitely around.
Okay, but any rational perspective that you can give us to say, hey, this needs to be done, or maybe it's just not a big deal? Go ahead.
You said what?
I'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
Yo, start.
You have the last word. Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is, you dig what I'm saying? Look, I'm like, dang, like, I thought it was 2 students. You feel me? I'm thinking it's 2 students until I seen it again. I said, nah, that couldn't have been 2 students. She wearing that. Like, she came to school on some OnlyFans.
But
you feel me? I'm like, dang, like, I know students ain't dressing like I know, like, girls was wearing tights when I was young. I'm like, nah, this gotta be a teacher.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it again. I'm like, yeah, that's a teacher. Bro, that's a part.
Sir, I appreciate the call and the honesty. I appreciate the honesty.
Substitute teacher, selling education in the daytime, as
Sex
in the
at night.
nighttime.
Ass at night. Thank you, man. Thank you for your call. Thank you.
And I'm looking for it with a flashlight.
There you go. Thank you for your call. Thank you. I said thank you. Okay. You have the last word, folks. When you call this show, you have the last word. Yes, you do. You don't have to agree with me. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. 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 Dana with the data.
Hi.
Good evening. How are you? Good to have you on.
Can you hear me?
On the show? I can hear you loud and clear. Where do you want to start, Dana? You know, are you up to speed on what we're talking about?
Yeah, with the teacher. I saw that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I could comment on that. Comment on that as well, because I did call in and comment on Jonathan Majors. But I'll start with the teacher. Watching a video, I said, you know what? This student, she is out of line because she swung at the teacher. But when the teachers, when she started beating up on a little girl and then smashed her head and held it on the concrete floor like that, and her bare ass, and you know, I'm like, wait a minute, you don't have no panties, nothing on. It was just disgusting, horrible. So I hope charges are pressed against this substitute teacher, and I want the parents to sue the teacher, the school, the Board of Education. You know, because it was uncalled for. And then on top of that, she was a substitute teacher. So, you know, who are you to be taking somebody's phone and saying you're not getting it back? But so yeah, that was very disturbing.
Well, hang on a second. I can appreciate what you've said, and other people who are parents. I'm not. You know that. My concern with not just this teacher is other teachers. I don't think they're setting a good example in today's day and time. I've even said more than 60% are not good role models now. I've changed my position. Never mind my mother being a teacher in the 70s, teachers in the 80s. I've said they had a standard of decency. The teachers today, I don't think they have that. They're on OnlyFans, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're being flown out. The kids see this. The kids are thrown off. Maybe they're confused, or maybe they have a good understanding of who's standing in front of me teaching me. A harlot, a slore, you know, a leftover, somebody's human semen receptacle. So I have a problem with the teachers of today. I don't think that they are of the quality of yesteryear. Go ahead.
They're not. There is a shortage of teachers. Teachers are not paid well. So, you know, a lot of people don't want to become teachers, especially men. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't want to be teachers because it does not pay well. I would say this, our education system and the teachers union is so manufactured. Okay. So they're not teaching the children to be critical thinkers, but they want to bring in the CRT stuff. So it's very manufactured education that is going on, particularly in the public school system. Okay. And our whole public school system is a failed system for the students, but profitable for the system. You know, so, but you're right. The quality of teachers today is very low grade, and we see it time and time again, you know, with these videos that end up going viral. But also the students are out of line.
Yes. If I can just say this, and I appreciate your perspective. You are a mother, a grandmother as well, so you've got more insight than I do. Yes, a lot of the students are out of line, but, they're at that crucial stage where they need to be taught. They need to be guided. They need examples to be set. We can't talk about, you need a father in the home to be really well-rounded, and then meanwhile we've got, girls dressing like Lizzo and Lotto and all, Nicki Minaj, and these people teaching children. I see it differently now, and I'm man enough to say, yesteryear was yesteryear. I'm not just going to dump on the students today. I think the teachers are more at fault. Go ahead.
Well, yes, the adults are more at fault because, right, why are you not setting a dress code for teachers, and a lot of other codes? But at the same time, when I say the students are out of control, which they are. They are. That's because the system is giving the students more rights than the parents. Yeah. They're bringing social workers into the school, not for therapy for the students, but, students could go into the office and say anything and make up a story about their parents. And you have social workers, what we call it, DIFers, showing up at your front door. So it's too much interference where they're giving students more rights of being independent decision-making. And the kids know that. They know they could get away with a lot of things, and so can the teachers now because there are no guidelines, there's no rules, and requirements set in place.
Right. Okay. So any solutions, or are we just going to continue having these discussions, and these teachers are going to continue trying to supplement income by doing videos and social media that is, high risk to a young mind?
Yeah, I mean, I would say this: the solution, I get it. Parents have to work. Everybody can't homeschool. Okay. A lot of people can't afford private school. Right. I was fortunate to send mine to private school, and I'm glad I did. But it does start with getting involved with the PTA, pushing for pay raises for teachers, and then also you got to talk about legislation. Now, that's not going to happen overnight, but, parents got to start organizing and pushing back against the system.
Well, if I can say this, in North Carolina, we spoke earlier about this HB 534. That's the bill that is currently working its way through legislature and could classify certain assaults as felonies for repeat offenders on teachers. HB 534.
Oh, for students to be charged with assault?
Yes, for students to be charged in North Carolina, HB 534. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't disagree with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Also, I think the parents should be liable as well. So, yeah. And then, too, because if the teacher do defend themselves, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get sued. So who's really being protected here? And, who's really the aggressor?
I got a question for you, Dana. Since you admitted that you're a grandmother now, what happens if a transgender comes into one of your grandbaby's classes and wants to do a lap dance on your 7-year-old grandbaby?
And I forgot that I did tell you, don't mention, I told you I was a grandmother in private.
No, you said it on the show, and I don't know how old your grandkids are. I'm just hypothetically speaking. You said that on the show. What happens if a transgender comes into the classroom without your knowledge and your daughter's knowledge and gyrates on your grandbaby? What happens?
Well, for number one, that won't happen because all my grandkids go to Muslim school and they're going to stay there.
Gotcha.
And two. And number two, if that did happen, all hell would break loose, whether their parents, agree or disagree with it. I'm going to step my foot all up in it. So no, I have a problem with that. And it's like, first of all, nobody should be grinding on nobody. You shouldn't even be touching the students. And no, I do not want transgender in the school with no story time. Right. No, I don't want that introduced. I don't want to talk LGBTQA. I do not have a history. Keep all that gender stuff, sexuality out of the school.
Okay. Good talking to you, Dana.
So all hell will break loose. I want to talk about Jonathan Majors real quick.
All right, please, quick, because that's not really one of my topics. Rumors going back and forth.
Oh.
Is he or isn't he being removed from the MCU? Please, quickly.
Okay, so part 2 is coming out. However, they're keeping Mom on the future project because he signed on for 5 sequels, and they have not confirmed if they're going to drop him or not. And I guess they're trying to look in the contracts to make sure that they don't have to pay him all that money after they signed those contracts with him.
Okay.
But he was disinvited for the Met Gala, and he lost 3 other roles that he was slated to play. So the other movies did back out. It was the Otis Redding biop, The Man in the Basement, a Walter Mosley novel, Texas Rangers baseball team. So yeah.
Okay.
The dominoes are falling down.
Okay. Yeah. Choking that poor defenseless white woman. Thank you for your call, Dana. Thank you.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
I know. Dana with the data. I like Dana, and I like talking to her. Troll Father, I got your donation. Hold on a second. Oh, we getting to it tonight. Yes, we are. Troll Father says, Skylar Saunders play There's a Meeting in the Bedroom while scrolling Pornhub. Okay. Troll Father also says, yo, half nigga, that's me. That teacher was doing too much, especially with that big old booty. But at the same time, these young kids have no respect. I agree. Big Aki tapping in says, I heard the student put her hands on the teacher multiple times. As the old saying goes, punks jump up to get beat down. LOL. I don't know if that student put her hands on the teacher multiple times. Are you sure, Big Aki, or you just you adding sauce to it? Hold on a second, guys. On the screen, www.andretattoos.com. One of my sponsors, great guy. He's always in the live chat. Okay, so Skylar Saunders sent me an email. All right, Skylar, that still says unlisted. You just sent me a link that still says unlisted. You have to make it public. Hold on. It still says You got to go into your YouTube studio and make it public, all right? Lex Diamond's got your donation. Salute, fam. Got same hat, but I want yours. Yeah. Yo, Lex Diamonds, did you see the video? Matter of fact, I'm going to take that video out of my community section. It's been there long enough. The police officer hit with the bottle. I'm a cop supporter. You guys know that, but, just sheesh. Got her wig split. How long has she been on the job? Anybody know? You can't glance down the street and then keep your back to the street. Can't do that. Can't do that. I'm deleting this video because I don't want no problems, no issues with YouTube. Anyway, thank you for your donation, Lex Diamonds, all right? Blade tapping in. How come so many of your sponsors have such a strong resemblance to you, Star? Okay, yeah, we're not going to talk about Deeds and Skylar Saunders. Thank you, Blade. All right, Blade talking a little crazy. Okay, who was this? Are you a sponsor? Just sending me. Well, I know this guy. I'll respond to him later. Let's bring in area code 779. Good evening. We're having a good discussion here about teachers. Are you up to speed on the video? North Carolina? 779. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, gotta go. I tried. Let's go to area code 313. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, with me to get straight to the point,
Please.
if that lady, if that girl, I saw the whole video. She was like, the student was crazy, and if that juvenile was to commit murder, how would the law would deal with her as an adult?
Okay.
So for her to step to an adult, she got dealt with as an adult. So I don't see where everybody what the problem is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's that's basically how I stand. And for you to object to strike about her Dana with the data and all this Dana that don't matter because that whole opinion
Easy. She's
is
not on the line, sir. Easy. Now, hang on. I respect your opinion, but now, are you a father? Are you a father?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Continue on. Continue. You have the floor.
But no, what I was saying is that because I saw the whole video. It's like she took took her phone. She stood up. She said, "Give me my phone. Give me my phone." And then the sub, and then people keep saying a sub. It don't matter if it was a sub, a teacher, a chaperone. It's an adult in the classroom.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
So for that don't even matter. But the point is, she was saying, "Give me my phone. Give me my phone." And she told the student to sit down. The student did not sit down. The student committed assault. Boom. And then after that, she got dealt with. And like goes back to my first point. If she would have committed murder, it should have went upstate for the rest of her life as an adult. So
Okay.
so for her, if the teacher gets any type of charges, would be crazy. That would be like if the teacher get charged, then the state needs to get charged for sending juveniles upstate for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, listen. I mean, we're allowing people to chime in, to give their thoughts, their opinions. I'm not a parent, so your opinion would mean more actually with regards to this particular topic. But now, what about how that?
I'm not a parent either, though. I'm not.
Okay, right. But now, what about how the teacher was dressed? Just ass everywhere. What about that?
Now that's different. That's different. That is different. But then again, like we would never seen that. we never seen that if that student, was just act accordingly because you in school. Like,
Okay.
Come on, now, like your phone got took, but your phone got if your phone got took, your phone will come back. She's not stealing your phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like that goes back to everybody getting stuck on social media. We need to get stuck in a book, get stuck in a laptop, get stuck in the lesson. Like, come on, now. Like, no. Even though like the thong wasn't necessary for school, like it wouldn't even got there if the student had proper training and if the student had. I blame everything on the student.
Okay, I respect it. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yep.
He blames it all on the student. You see, that's all like a person who can stand their ground. You don't have to agree with me. Hold on a second, guys. I'm looking for something here in my emails. Okay, here it is. We're having a good rational discussion tonight. And folks, please watch the language. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm the teacher here. You leave the cursing and the profanity to me. Okay. I just responded to somebody talking about they're a long-time listener. Okay, well, have you ever sent in a donation? Who are you? Who am I talking to? Oh, I got Janet tapping in. Okay, Janet, what's with the long-ass email? Janet, I can't read all that. I'm sitting here sipping wine, certified. So, okay, are you calling in? Janet, you can always call in. That's too much to read, Janet. Call in. Call me now. Janet doing some good research, as always. Okay, Skylar, I'll check this out later. Okay, we'll get this new video posted tomorrow, guys. Here's Skylar Saunders. New public link. Okay? NJ Mack, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Salute. Terrence, I got your donation. Star, that Ice Spice and Nicki track is trash. We're still on that, I see. I like the track with Ice Spice. You know, we play it on shot97.com. And I like Nicki Minaj as an artist. I'm not feeling the collaboration, you know? I want to see Nicki Minaj, if anybody gives a goddamn, rapping about something else now. You're a mother. You've traveled the world. Give us something a little more toned down. Give me another Moment for Life track. I know she's got it in her. Thank you for your donation, Terrence. And thank you. NJ Max sends another donation. Thank you, sir. Salute. Hang on a second. I'm looking for area code 561. Good evening, 561. Did you see the video?
What's up, Star? Yeah, I saw it, and I mean, I used to, I think any boy growing up has had that one teacher that they, I guess, fetishized, but it doesn't mean that she got it coming, and I think just TikTok era children just spazzing out in the classrooms now, to be honest. I see it a lot these days.
Is this who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the Rush plaques you owe me, but we'll start here.
Listen, man. Listen, with all due respect, call me when you're not on that booger sugar. Come on, man. You're not even.
What makes you say that?
You're not spitting out complete sentences.
I'm making some pasta while listening to the Star Report. What's the problem?
Are you a father?
God forbid, no.
Yeah. Too much partying at the clubs. No. Too much partying, right? Too much partying to be a dad.
No, I'm a pirate, you know.
Okay. Hey, let me ask you a question, because you and I talk about gold and platinum plaques from time to time. I got an Aaron Carter plaque. Is that worth anything? I got an Aaron Carter plaque.
Yikes! You got Aaron Carter. Oh my God! Didn't he off himself?
Listen, I got about, honestly, 30 jive and I forget that other label. It was a gospel label, a subsidiary through Jive. I got Donnie McClurkin and a bunch of plaques. But that Aaron Carter plaque, that should be worth at least 5 racks now. What do you think? No?
Yeah, I think that whole era, early 2000s era, would be worth some money now. That was NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or whatever.
Oh, I got 3 NSYNC plaques. I got 4.
That probably gave some money.
4 R. Kelly plaques. Was it Chocolate Factory or something like that? I got 12 plaques. Anyway, all right.
Honestly, I don't give a shit. I just want my.
Watch the language. You're doing good. Watch the language. You're doing good. Watch the language. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Again, I said I'm waiting on the Rush and the Jethro Tull track. So Moving Pictures, plaque, and the Aqualung plaque, please.
I don't think a Jethro Tull plaque. I don't think a Jethro Tull plaque is worth anything, to be honest with you.
Anyway, just put me on mute. I want to listen to the show and have a good show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I like Jethro Tull from back in the days, but nobody's going to pay for that. Here's one of my trolls. Everybody just shh.
What's up, Star? It's not one of your trolls. First time calling.
Who are you? That looks like a troll number. You're giving us your real voice tonight. What's cracking, man?
No. My name Dale. This is my first time calling in. Actually,
what's cracking, man? What's going on?
I just wanted to kind of just give an opinion real quick. Two things could be right at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. And what I mean by the student can be wrong for assault, because the rule of law does apply to anybody who can comprehend right and differentiate from wrong and right. And so, students have to definitely be held more accountable for the decisions that they make, and then at the same time, the teacher is inappropriately dressed. That's another thing. So they're not mutually, they're exclusive from each other. They don't operate in the same thing. So they don't have to choose who's dressed this way, and is the child, is she wrong for assault? You don't have to choose a side. They're both wrong. And lastly, I'll kind of get off here, but.
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me. Can I ask what state you're calling from? What state?
Oh, I'm calling from PA.
Okay. The Commonwealth. I lived there for years. Great state. But now,
yes,
in multiple states, because I've been giving these stories over the decades, and I forget which states in particular, the burden of responsibility is on the teacher. The burden of responsibility. Thus, the reason why the insurance for those schools sometimes can fluctuate between private and public charter schools and stuff like that. A student, which can be a minor, a preteen, they're not necessarily responsible for their actions. They're minors. So a teacher can a student can pop a teacher in the mouth, and can you sue the student? No. Can you sue the student's teachers? It's a very, very gray area. But with respect to what you said, in multiple states, the burden of responsibility lies on the teacher. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, of course you're talking civil. So, civilly, I assume that you can't sue. But criminally, that's totally different. As you know, you assault someone. That, as the previous caller even mentioned, if you were to come in and commit felony 1, that's a felony 1, no matter, depending on how the prosecutor or the judge would probably, even want to proceed with that, depending on the gravity of the charge. But, that's neither there. What I wanted to kind of come in and say, and I kind of close it out here,
go ahead,
is that I've always been of the mind that the Department of Education has been one of the biggest problems in education, period, because it comes about 1980, and that's really 20 years after segregation, desegregation, which, a lot of the schools, primarily in the urban communities, were not governed by the Department of Education. You got a quality, you had quality teachers, primarily from the same communities.
Right.
And not only that, one of the biggest things also that I am totally against, and I hope as a community we come together, is that the lack, I wouldn't say the lack, but the barriers that are put up for the quality of teachers. I don't ever think we had quality teachers, but we definitely need more males in the school because to balance out that energy, because we know about, the urban mother and the urban daughter, and it doesn't change when they get into those schools with them females. I would like to see more males in the school, period. We got to break down some of those barriers,
If I can jump in, stay with me. We're having a good conversation.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right when you spoke about the curriculums, public schools versus private schools. I've told this story before, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I learned in the 7th grade in New Jersey at a private school, Wardlaw. I went there for 2 years. I learned about King Leopold II and what he did in the Congo to Africans.
Right.
And he never even set foot in the Congo. When I got to Hot 97 in New York City, I'm talking about King Leopold II. Most people in the New York areas never heard of him because in the New York curriculums, they were teaching about Adolf Hitler. They would not teach you about King Leopold II. And the station at the time, Hot 97, said, hey, where are you going? What do you mean King Leopold II is the most evil man in the world? No, that's wrong. No, it's not wrong. It's not fucking wrong. I read that. I learned that. I read a report on that in private school. I almost got suspended for that. So, you're right. Private versus public. It's very different in terms of the curriculums. I just want to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they wanted to try to bring in the pressure school system. If you remember that historically, the compulsory of like education. I won't get into that. I will allow the audience listening to go in to kind of find out where the Department of Education came in the 80s to kind of bring in what you're...
Go there. We're having a good discussion. Go there.
I'll leave that for another time.
No. We've got time. Go there. Let me get my wine poured here. Come on.
Well, I did. Okay, so I'll just, like I said, I'll just kind of say the present system, which is compulsory, which is basically the whole system of coming in, sitting down, following the orders. I'm just keeping it real basic and plain on the top because I wanted to hit one more point.
Go ahead.
But that's why we kind of get into the school system, the prison pipeline is based upon that. The compulsory sitting down, walking in line. It's similar. If you look at it between that and the prison, I mean, prisons have gotten a lot worse, right, where it's not a lot of movement, and schools aren't that much different. Everything about the schools is replicated with the prisons. Even recess, that's almost like yard time. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Get in line, you eat. No difference. No difference. So that's where you get that from. But lastly, and I'll get out of here because I want to listen more.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me speak.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, the education system is really terrible. And like I said, I'd like to see more males break down some of those barriers. Remember that story back a long time ago with men? Forgive me, I can't pinpoint the actual time or where it was, but we all do remember where the fathers came into the school because the schools were kids are fighting.
Yeah. Oh man.
Remember that?
About 2 years ago, the fathers. I forget where that was. Troll Babies, anybody know? The fathers started coming to school to slow down the kids fighting. That was a great story. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. And they kind of got together. That we need that balance, and we need more male teachers because the schools are predominantly, public schools are white, and this is not to take a shot at white women, but we have to call out the numbers of which it is. Predominantly white women from the suburbs that are not from those experiences. This is why you have a major focus on the black males because those, and this is kind of off topic because these are two black females, but this is just a 30,000 foot view where those white women don't necessarily know how to deal with those young black men. And then we start pre-diagnosing them with, scripts that they're getting from the Department of Education with all types of mental illnesses and whatnot. And these kids are being, and then you get these.
If I can jump in and say this, you know who is really knowledgeable in this area, and when he's in his bag, I like to listen to him. Dr. Umar Johnson. Yeah, man. Hey, when he's focused on education, whoo! You can't touch him. You can't touch him.
Yeah, right.
When he goes, when he goes down that different path.
When he's not on the silly stuff.
Yeah. Donations. Gifts.
Yeah.
He's in his bag sometimes. Go ahead.
Sorry, the school, is excellent in theory, but it never came to be. That's where I parted ways. But yeah, when he gets on it, and that derives from, I forget the elder name from in the 70s that actually wrote the original book, because he had the psychoacademic, Holocaust or something like that. But then it was another book. I got to remember the OG name.
I forget.
One of the forefathers of that, I can't remember his name at this point. I got it. He has a book. He has a lecture on YouTube as well talking about that and that same concept. So, but that's all.
Might you be talking about John Henrik Clark? John Henrik Clark?
No, not John Henrik Clark. He's man, I have it actually in my. I want to email you it right now. Actually,
okay.
Is it the one with the? So is it? It says business next to the email. Is that the one?
Hang on a second. It's on the screen. It's on the screen right now. The hater1964@yahoo.com. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that to you. Like I said, I just started listening to you.
Thank you, man.
About a couple months ago. I love you.
Thank you
much.
And
yeah, you'll hear me more. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Please don't call me a brother. We had a great conversation until he threw the brother thing in there, huh? Troll babies. Whew. Milt, I got your donation. Star, I would have stomped that student's ears together, as you say. I would have gave the kid her phone back. Here, take the phone and get out of here. Star, do you accept silver and gold donations? No, I don't do those. Let me just respond via email. I'm not even going to read this. No. Nope. Uh-oh. Big I Key sent it a donation. Sit tight. Sit tight. Sit tight. Somebody said something earlier and it triggered something in me that I forgot. Jesus Christ. Okay. Is Janet on the line? Uh-oh. Janet, is that you tapping in on a Tuesday, Janet?
Hey, Star. I didn't want to call in, but I did send you an email to show you the salary of the substitute teachers.
I need you tonight. Hang on. I need you tonight. This is your world. Let's take it slow. Now, the video, did you see that teacher, dressed the way she was dressed, whooping on that baby, whooping on her?
Yeah. Told her a lesson. I bet you she never try to one up another teacher, though. I bet you that much.
Come on. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. They're paying their substitute teachers, if they're not certified, only $98 a day, and giving them a $500 bonus if they work more than 10 days.
Okay.
So now you got to go in there and you got to deal with all these students that's coming from all these different homes with all these different problems and all these different cultural differences. And the only thing that lady told her to do is say, listen, I got to take your phone because I'm trying to teach you. And she popped off at that lady. So, I'm old. So my whole thing is I think the teacher did right. It's a stand your ground state, ain't it? I think the teacher did right. You should have whooped her ass because her mama should have whooped her ass before she sent it to the school. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's go, Janet. Come on.
Seriously, they send these you get teachers that actually care, that actually want to teach. Her taking the phone shows that she actually wanted that student attention to teach that student something.
Okay.
With these board regulations that's going on all across America, especially in the urban area, I mean, they don't even want to teach our kids how to write in cursive. And I come from a family of teachers. I am not a teacher.
That's right.
I come from a family of teachers.
I remember.
And I see what they go through, and my whole thing is they go against the grain because the board tell them that they have to do this, and that, and don't stray from that. They do it all the time because it is a system of failure. It is a system of...
Okay, now hang on a second, Janet. We're talking about North Carolina. You're up north. You were raised eating high on the hog, respectfully. We're talking about the South,
yes, and that's even worse.
Hang on. A young girl who should have known not to strike a teacher. And then the teacher, even though she was dressed, as if she was up in a Laffy Taffy video, she gets to whooping on the girl, gets to whooping on her. And you're saying that the girl, she now has been taught a lesson.
She has been taught a lesson that she will not forget for the rest of her life.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm going to learn you right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, because she should have got her butt whooped before she even went up to that school. Because my whole thing is, how you going to stand up to an adult? That's a learned behavior.
Okay.
Because if you had in your home training, you wouldn't have stood up to no adult like that. It was.
You got me all the way fucked up. You watching too many Glorilla videos. But I got something for that ass.
Yes. Yes, and I blame all these female rappers for encouraging these young girls to go against the grain like that. Whatever happened to being a lady?
Yeah.
You understand?
You on that city girl shit, but I'll give you a tune-up you'll never forget. Pow.
That's right. That's right. She should have smacked upside her head and told her to listen. And them people should not have intervened. And that video should have never made the internet.
Yeah.
My whole thing is They should have said, okay, they should have broke it up, put them both in a different office, talked to both of them, and worked it out on their own. It was nobody's business. They had no business putting the white man in their business. It was nobody's business but their own.
You think it's a hot girl summer, but I'm really about it.
That's right. That's right. And the next time you come to school, I want to see your ass in pearls and lace and wear little heels because you're a lady.
Shit.
You understand what I'm saying? to watch behind your goddamn neck.
Okay. Now, Janet, hold on a second. Hold on. You're from the Newark, Irvington, New Jersey area. You and I from the same generation. Did you see that the female cop up in the BX and Jose Garcia hit her upside the head, broke the bottle on her head, and she hauled ass? Did you see the video, Janet?
No, I didn't see the video, but I don't understand why she didn't shoot him. Or her partner didn't, because he should have got.
She's pussy.
That was a clean shoot. That was a clean shoot.
She's pussy.
She could have got one off right there. She could have got one off.
We don't need no pussy cops up in the BX. He's pussy. Janet, you gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Yeah, she should have got that off. That was a clean shoot. She should have took that.
That was her moment.
She should have turned around and just went bam.
Yeah, anyway,
I'm sorry.
That was her moment. She should have let one off. Yeah, that was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You had a golden opportunity. How often do you get those?
Yeah.
And you could have became a hero. You would have been a city hero.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
You would have had a whole day to yourself.
Yeah. Now she's just a pussy cop.
Even if you would have got him in the leg, you would have got that off. You would have got that off.
Janet, good to talk to you. I'm about to shut this down. Have a great night. Thank you, Janet.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now. Okay. The pussy cop up in the BX. Anybody in that goddamn live chat from the BX? Once they find out you pussy, it's never gonna stop. Boy. Folks, the phones are shut down. We had a good discussion. Thank you for your participation tonight. I stand on what I said. I think 70%, if not more, of the teachers today set bad examples. I don't like the way you're dressed. I don't want to see my 10th grade teacher up on OnlyFans, pee-popping, dipping it low up on the gram, up in the club with a bottle of bub, turned up, a stranger smacking you on your ass, but yet and still you want to talk to me as if I'm supposed to just sit here in the classroom and be rigid. Big Eye Key sent in two donations before we go. He says, caller capping. I know the sound of somebody chopping up the hard Coke on a plate when I hear it. LOL. Then it sounds like he used cards to powder it. Big Eye Key then says, Skylar Saunders looks like one of those evil LGBT villains that will be introduced in a Batman movie later, slapping people with dildos and shit while giggling. My God. Okay, we're out of here. You guys have a great evening. Please check out my sponsors. Tell them I sent you. And Michi X, where are you? What's going on with the event? I've been trying to get a hold of you. You guys up to speed on Michi X's theblackAgendaMovement.com. It's in a few days. Tell her they're haters trying to get a hold of her, okay? You guys have a good night. Take care.